The NB Network with Dee's Fodder.
Hello everybody, it's me, Dee, with the NB Network. And today we are talking pressed pigments versus pressed powders, eyeshadows, the difference. Now, there is so much talk going on and on and on and about differences, what's safe for eyes, what isn't, and why is it not up front? I want to know why. There was, when the James Charles palette came out, people were complaining, it's staining my eyes, it's irritating. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? There was even one YouTuber who is going by Cody Rants, now goes by Cody Tyler, was humiliated because she was upset by what happened with the palette. I feel bad by what happened because she did not know about these differences. They're calling it an artistry palette, pressed pigments. Why is this? Some people I've saw in some people in videos will say this is code for it not being FDA approved. Why is this not FDA approved? Why are we still using this? Why do we put it on our eyes? Does this affect everybody? There's a lot of questions. As someone who has extreme sensitivity to eye makeup and grew up having to I'm taking off my glasses. I've had surgery when I was young, not this LASIK surgery that people talk about. No, I had surgery where reconstructed because I had zero muscle control in my eyes. You might notice that my eyes wander somewhat, but I had zero muscle control. They actually removed the muscles in these eyes and reconstructed them so that I could have some regained muscle control. I used to have to do all these eye exercises. Oh, that it does not feel good when I do it. It hurts. And I hated having to do them, and the skin is real sensitive. And I do notice when I use pressed pigments, it can be very sensitive to my eyes. So I'm very careful. But why? What's the difference between the two? Let's go and find out together. Now, pressed pigments are not necessarily bad. No. In Europe, the EU, they are approved. The corresponding, what they have as an FDA is much more advanced and progressive, and they have been able to approve pressed pigments. The FDA here is really backed up, far behind, and they're just not as on top of things. Not as advanced. Here in America, we are so far behind, and it is very sad. It's very disappointing. What is going on with pressed pigments? Pressed pigments is the raw ingredients of an eyeshadow. That's how I would describe this to you. Raw ingredients, the minerals. As I was researching, I saw it being described such as the ingredient, like pigments, when people back in the ancient days, the colors, the pigments that people used for cave paintings, the raw minerals, that's what it is. Is this harmful? Not necessarily, no. They used it on their faces also. So pressed pigments are approved by the FDA for use on the face, but not necessarily on the eyes. That's key. I should make that very clear. It's approved for the face, but not the eye area. Now, what has come under fire and some of the issues is that some packaging and on websites, it's not stated, not FDA approved or not for eyes, only for face. And companies have have been questioned. Why are you not upfront? You're just saying pressed pigments. And not everyone understands that terminology, the difference between pressed pigments and eyeshadows. They're good. I'm buying an eyeshadow palette. But this palette is not approved necessarily in the US for your eyes. And this could be upsetting for some people, and others are like, what? Now, why would you want to use pressed pigments over eyeshadows? Well, there's very good reasons why someone would prefer the raw ingredients over the eyeshadows. Eyeshadows do have extra fillers and binding ingredients that make the colors, the pigments, apply smoother and blend better, but it can fade the colors, so they're not as vibrant. If you want that vibrant, bold color, you're going to see that in the pressed pigments. But when you swatch it, you're going to notice it doesn't swatch as well. The way you apply a pressed pigment is very different from the way you apply an eyeshadow. So you also, with pressed pigments, you would need to use that concealer, a very good sticky primer, eye primer, which you do not want it to set and hot. You want it fresh, and you got to apply, tap, tap, tap in order for it to work well. Now, I recently got this palette, the Amrezi palette. It is stunning. Where did I put the, oh, here the girl is. She's right here. She's stunning. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. And look at the colors, you know? But there are colors in this palette that are not for your eyes. And you're not going to see it on here. And I couldn't find it, bitch, anywhere. But I had to take a picture of this and then zoom it so I could read. Yeah. But it says around here, colors that are for your eyes, and then others here for pressed pigments for cheeks. And then there's also a warning, do not put around your eye area. Ooh. Now, like the colors in here that I found out, the colors Liddy, Cupcake, Gemini, Semsa, Yugo. Let me see here. We can see this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one are not meant for your eyes. And you go, what? But would I put this on my eyes? I may not put the glitter because glitter is not good for your eyes, but I love the shine. Now there's a few sparkly, shimmery ones that I would put on my eyes because they're eyeshadows and it's safe for your eyes. Now, other cosmetics like Jeffree Star Bloodlust has pressed pigments in it, and it does say, oh, I'm not going to pull it out because I have it packaged, waiting to be sent out to somebody who's going to win in the new giveaway, which I will put a link for that video and giveaway down below. That one also has pressed pigments and eyeshadows. So you need to know that there's a difference. I am not saying that you should not put it on your eyes. I'm saying you need to be informed. You need to be informed what the differences are, you know? I think people should be more educated. And the only way we can be educated is if it's put out there up front. I know it's fancy to say, oh, this is an Artistry palette. They're pressed pigments. It's the raw mica. It's the raw ingredients. And they are beautiful. They are vibrant. They don't necessarily apply as smoother, and it does take more work. Eyeshadows are more friendly, user-friendly, and they still do. You can still get vibrant, beautiful colors, but the formulas are different. They do have, and they do also have more synthetic. I was noticing some of the things, you will find more synthetic versions of the minerals used in eyeshadows, where you wouldn't find that in the pressed pigments, which is more raw. materials. So that's also something that some people might want to consider and why they would pick it. You will find a lot of the vegan and cruelty-free palettes are pressed pigments. We're dealing with the raw minerals. So there's that to also consider. And that's why a lot of the indie brands and a lot of the vegan and cruelty-free palettes do have the pressed pigments. So I hope that this has helped educate a few people, help inform you, because so you're a more informed shopper. I do wish sites would be more clear in explaining which of the shadows in the palettes that we're getting are FDA approved and which ones are just EU approved. And so we know which ones are not FDA approved, but are FDA approved for eyes, and so which ones are just FDA approved for the face only. There are ways, I know they don't want to put a negative. I know they're trying to put a positive spin on their marketing so that people will purchase their products and not be afraid. I do not want to push fear. I do not want anyone to be afraid to use the products. I just want people to be informed and to understand without the fear. Because I do the dark side of beauty. I've talked about in history some of the crazy things people have put on their faces that has been damaging. The beauty products that people have used that are dangerous. This stuff is not... We're not dealing with like putting mercury on our faces and our eyes, or, this is not anything like that. From what I can tell from the research that I've done, I am not a specialist though. Putting that out there also, I am not a specialist, but I encourage you to also do your own research, but to know that in Europe, pressed pigments are approved for the eye area, but the FDA has not even gotten to the point where they have even really looked at it. It's not done. They've only gotten as far as approving it for the face. They're backed up. They don't have time. They don't have the resources. They don't have enough people to work to get things approved that should be looked at. And yeah, I think I've said enough. So if you like this video and you would like more videos like this, please hit that like button, comment below. Let me know if you have any other questions or if there's things that you have experienced using pressed pigments and eyeshadows. Comment below. Tell me what your favorite eyeshadow or pressed pigment palettes are. Let's just get our little community here at the MB Network talking and sharing what has worked and what hasn't, and what your thoughts are on how companies and are with being upfront. Do you think they do enough, or they should be doing more? And please subscribe to my channel. We are trying to get to 200. Remember, if we do get to 200 by March 15th, I will give away the Extreme Frost choke on my... Oh my gosh, I just had a brain fart. Just the new Jeffree Star highlighter from the Bloodlust. You all know what I mean, right? The information will be down below. I love you all. I need more coffee. I forgot to buy me more coffee. And so there's just So I ran out today. And I need to go shopping. And so I'm waiting. I have to do Instacart because I don't drive. And so, yeah, I got to get that done. Yes, I love my coffee. So thank you, everybody. I love you all. I love the feedback. I love the community that we have formed here. We're just supportive of each other. And I love I just, thank you for your patience and just understanding. You guys make me feel good, and I want you all to feel good and to know that you matter, and I do care. And if I can't comment on your reply, I do let you know by hearting your comments that I'm reading it. I'm reading, and you mean something to me. So just know this, and we'll build together, okay? Love you all. Bye.
The NB Network with Dee Sparta.